So yesterday I did a video on Chris Pratt and his sort of reaction or a bit of a timeline of events after the whole Charlie Kirk incident and moving forward from there. There was a couple of really nice posts that he put out. He did a couple of videos and some prayers and stuff like that. It was actually quite nice. But there was one particular video where he talks about your country. And I'm going to say our country because I kind of feel like we're in the same boat here. Australia being a Western country, we're under fire by basically woke demons, exactly the same thing, except we're inundated with them. But in one of the videos, he talks about how your country needs you. The citizens of this country are needed in this country to bring the country together. It's sort of try and come a bit closer together at least, not be so far apart and so many worlds apart. But it's kind of funny that today we get to see basically the complete opposite view of that, really, when you think about it. Angelina Jolie is the epitome of why celebrity culture is dead, completely out of touch. Let's just take a listen to this. Let's take a listen and we'll talk about it.
I love my country, but I don't at this time recognize my country. And I think that's, but I've always lived internationally. My family's international. My friends, my life, my worldview is equal, united.
So I got to ask, what country are you then talking about? Which country is it that you don't recognize? Obviously, she's trying to talk about the United States, but she's coming at it from the point of view of, I can't believe they canceled Jimmy Kimmel. I can't believe government came in and did this when it wasn't even that. Because if these people open their eyes to the truth, they'd be able to see that this is the thing. They'd have to crumble under their own morality if they were ever to find their morals again. That's the horrible truth, is that these guys will never be able to confront themselves. So anyway, there was the first thing that I wanted to point out is at the beginning of the video, she almost sounds like a dad inside. Even just the way she's talking throughout this entire thing. Talk about bringing out your high-end demons to try and demonize the other side, even though you guys are the ones that are crazy, the ones that keep lying, the ones that keep spitting untruths, misinformation, disinformation, hate speech. It's so funny that these guys preach all of those little buzzwords things, but they're guilty of it themselves. The hypocrisy is so obvious. Let's continue.
International, so anything, anywhere that divides or of course, limits personal expressions and freedoms and from anyone, I think is very dangerous. I love my country.
Is she spitting absolute bullshit from the other side of the aisle? She doesn't recognize her country. She's completely international. Does she even live in America? She might have an American passport. She might be an American citizen. But she obviously says that she's so international. She lives in basically another country, right? So what is it about America that you don't recognize looking from afar? Because I can say as an Australian, I don't know what, I don't recognize the Western world right now. And you're on the side of all the lies and the bullshit. Like I said, it's a crazy thing to see the contrast between these two messages from celebrities, one being a Christian, one being an absolute demon. Just take a listen to Chris Pratt again.
If I were 20 years old today and I might have had my head in TikTok and Instagram, I might be disillusioned. Maybe I wouldn't know. Maybe I'd need someone to tap me on the shoulder and tell me that my country needs me.
The funny thing about this is Chris Pratt's probably sitting there on the other side of the aisle saying, man, I really don't recognize my country anymore. Look at all these people celebrating death. Look at Jimmy Kimmel going out there with an unfunny piece of dialogue full of lies and propaganda, basically. He's thinking that from a complete opposite side. But guess what his message is? Your country needs you. Your family needs you. People around you need you. And it's so funny seeing this whole lift up of Christ and, everybody's going to church and the Bible. It's incredible. It's done the same thing to me. I've started reading the Bible. I've been watching so many different YouTube things all revolving around Christ and the Gospels and just conversations taking place, and I'm learning so much, and it's been awesome. But like when you see that and you just see the truth of what that is and how much truth that can bring you, when you see things like this, it's kind of like, I don't feel confused anymore. I was sort of half confused before all of this, before my enlightenment happened. But now I see it. I really see it. I want to finish Chris Pratt's message because it's really good message. It's really strong. And it's so much better than, I don't recognize my country. People are being censored and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm sure you were one of those people, Angelina Jolie, that was all out for the censorship of all the people on the right that ended up getting censored. I wonder how you feel about Gina Carano.
Ignite my patriotism in a whole new way. And I say this gently to those who are immersed in their own worlds, who think their country doesn't need them. And I say this to them.
If you're in Australia,
it is your torch to carry. Your country needs you. I feel called to be of service in this moment, to help other people better understand what's at stake, to help comprehend what has and continues to make America the great shining beacon on the hill, changing the hearts and minds of young people right now who have either forgotten or maybe never knew just how great our country truly is. That is the work that we all need to do. We need each other, man. We're on the same team.
Amen.
We're the United States of America.
And Australia.
And we are one nation under God. We are indivisible.
Oh, man.
Let us never forget that, lest it be lost.
Great message. Great message. And once again, it's so funny. Like I said, I just did a video on that yesterday, but it's funny to see the contrast from the other side. I don't recognize my country.
I love my country.
I love it.
And
I don't live there.
I don't at this time recognize my country.
Nobody even recognizes you. So it doesn't surprise me. But then there was also a couple of these that popped up on my timeline, and I just want to go back and just show what these people are actually like. This is Robert De Niro, another devil celebrity that they pull out of the woodwork to campaign against Trump. You better listen to me because I can act better than you can. I've made millions from you guys. And now I'm going to try and destroy you.
It's about right and wrong, period.
Yes, and we have now seen what is right and what is wrong. And men can only be men, women can only be women. We shouldn't be chopping off kids, like giving them puberty blockers and all this other bullshit. The truth is the truth. And people can start trying to censor that shit, but the voice is so loud now, I believe after what's happened with Charlie, that you can silence one of us. But guess what? You just continue to make more and more and more Charlie Kirks.
As a monster, it's beyond wrong. It's almost like he wants to do the most horrible things that he can think of in order to get a rise out of us. I don't know what it is, but he's been doing it, and it's scary.
Yeah, the funny thing is, dude, is you're almost like these absolute morons that keep just clipping out very short clips of Charlie Kirk and saying, see, look, he had no empathy. That's why we should give him no empathy or anything. Like, that's you don't pay attention. You're living in the clouds, dude. And your devil masters have pulled you out to try and destroy the light. And obviously there was this. Because he's just got to be an absolute idiot.
I'm going to say one thing. Fuck Trump.
Oh, the crowd goes crazy. All the devils are like, yay! Robert De Niro said it. You know, the Australian in me, if I was there, I'd just wait for everyone to calm down. And as soon as everybody stopped clapping, I'd just yell out, fuck Robert De Niro. I'd get kicked out. I wouldn't care. And I certainly wouldn't care now. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the contrast between some of these devil celebrities compared to, I guess, you could say some of these angel celebrities that are at least spitting truth and speaking truth to chaos, to error, to demons, Oh, like, you know, yeah, you don't recognize your country. Nobody recognizes you anymore. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. How do you feel out there with everything that's been going on? How are you now absorbing some of these videos that you're watching where you see still people celebrating and still people acting like so inhumane, basically? What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.